Hello, Wanda Rivera, and today I want to talk to you about Devolution. Devolution is a web-hosted desktop service. Also talk to you about why the service is called PC Devolution, what is the difference between admin and devolution from a technology perspective, what's a devolution, again looking at it from a technological standpoint, and then I want to show you a demonstration of how to activate the service and to access your web-hosted desktop. Name, one PC Devolution, and that basically is the concept that simpler forms evolve more complex systems over time. And this is true of devolution. That was a concept first introduced by Ray Lancaster in the 1880s. And this premise was that if it's possible to evolve over time, then it's possible to devolve so that more complex systems can become simpler over a period of time. And it's from a technological standpoint. And if you see the illustrations here, the mainframes, when computers first came out, the mainframes that were very large systems that handled very large, complex tasks for academia and the military and government functions. And then the systems began to get smaller and more specialized, so that in the 1970s, there were many mainframes that handled more very specialized tasks as compared to maintenance. In the 90s, Bill Gates introduced Microsoft, which is basically now taking that concept even further, so that it's the functionality of a computer was more kind of home-based, and simple and smaller in form factor and all of that. And that continued over time, so that today you see these tablet computers that are very specialized, perform, kind of minimal functionality as compared to PCs and, of course, mainframes. Made in your pocket and all, very simple, specialized functionality in tablets. And what PC Devolution is going to do is to take that concept further. Actually, it's combining the last two things that I just talked about, the tablets and the home PCs. It's taking the tablet and make functionality that used to be available in a home PC on that tablet. So you combine that functionality in a very simple form factor. And what are doing that? What are the benefits of PC Devolution in particular? Number one, home PCs are not required. This is not a access to an existing laptop that you have at home or in your office. This is a web desktop. So you don't have a home PC. If that home PC or that office PC is getting old and antiquated, it no longer supports the functionality that you need. If you lost it or broke it or whatever, you don't have to replace it. You take that very small form factor device, iPad, Android, or whatever, and access that rich functionality that you have with the Windows operating system on the device. So two things together, which summarizes that second point. Another really important benefit is data that you collect on PC hosted on the web hosted desktop that you create. It's protected once and retained for 2 weeks. So if you lose that device, you don't lose the data that you created when you were in that web desktop session. All still there and accessible. You can read that data if you replace your device. Someone finds that device, they will not have access to that data because we maintain that information for you. All those files that you created, all information you collected, all is and protect us. It's not accessible to anyone but you. You will have a user ID and password to access that data. And lose it for whatever reason, if you accidentally delete it, we will have data in a place where you can retrieve it. The last point is that it increases your agility and mobility. You are no longer anchored by this very large device, whether it's a desktop or a very heavy and expensive PC. You can now do the same work, use the tools from a small device, which means as long as you're internet connected, you can go anywhere, whether it's on the beach or on vacation or whatever. If you need to continue with your studies, if you're a student, or if you need to complete that project, you no longer have to put things off. You can take that device, that or Android, and continue working anywhere as long as you're connected to the internet. And then PC Devolution integrates and is based on the most reliable and robust technologies in the industry, including network storage, VMware, virtualization, micro operating systems, software foundation tools, HD hardware, and Android operating systems that are integrated into the service. So, without further ado, let me show you a demonstration of how to access or activate your service and access the hosted device. So you see that session. On my iPad, I'm going to the website, which is www.pcdevolution.com, to the How to Get It link, interface there to provide name, email address, and service that you want to activate. Options: there's a 1-year plan and a 3-month plan. Using a fictitious email address here, of course, you would provide yours. So one email out, and you can tell us either in the subject line or in the body, in the text box there, what kind of service you want. Hit that send button. We will read an email with that information, and then on will be and to access the what be an example of what your response will look like right now. There you go. What's the response will look like? It'll be an email from PC Devolution Desktop. Contain your username, your password, and necessary links to the VMware View client and the connection server that you will use in your VMview client session. Go to the iPad App Store. I'm going to search for VMware View client, and that VMware View client is free, by the way. You got an application. At speed, it could take a minute or two. It's a very small application. It shouldn't take that long to load and install. You can see it's almost halfway through at this point. And we'll do seconds here until it installs on my. There it is. And we'll set that VMware View icon. Add a server. I'll provide the connection server host name, which is cx.pdevolution.com button. It will show up. You can view the certificate and accept it. If you see cxbroker.rolab.com, you're in the right place. And then immediately see a place to enter your username and the path that was provided in the response. a desktop pool, and bear in mind it says desktop pool, but actually when you first access your desktop, then there will always be the desktop that is assigned to you. Whenever you activate or access that desktop, it'll be the same one. Okay, and there you go. It's a Windows 7 operating system with pre-installed tools. I'm going to Office automation tools that are really compatible with Microsoft Office. In fact, in this illustration, I'm going to pull up a point slide that I created with PowerPoint, with Microsoft PowerPoint. Use that with the Open Office tool. And this is a good illustration of combining the fun you have with your slice with a more rich automations that are available with Windows 7. Work, you can create documents for your student. You can create documents. You can create spreadsheets, Word documents, PowerPoint slides, and databases. All those things they typically associate with Windows and operating system. You now have available on a smaller form factor. Any PC functionality. Like I said before, it's not remote access to an existing desktop. It's a desktop is assigned specifically to you. To get out of this PowerPoint presentation now, and let's show you some of the other pre-installed tools that come with Devolution Desktop. iTunes for music and those shows. Tom is really good here, and I'm actually using a demonstration system. This particular desktop is listed on a very small machine. When we go with this service in December, it's from a much bigger machine. The response times will be even better than what you see here. But for proof of concept, demonstration purpose, you can see performance is actually quite good. So iPad, this is running on an iPad with bit CPU and storage. The functionality of a very powerful desktop that you need to buy and put on desk somewhere. Don't have to do that anymore. Now it's accessible. Functionality and performance and storage and pretend of that storage, the files that you put there, or that is available from a very small device. I just want a performance. I randomly selected the cartoon. Comes up with an ad for Justin Bieber's girlfriend. Apologies for that, but I just wanted to illustrate that all of this functionality was available to you from this desktop and performs quite well. My introduction to PC Devolution web-hosted service. I know how to activate that service. Go to www.pcdevolution.com. Select the How Do I link. Send us indicating what kind of service you want, whether it's a 1 year or a subscription. We would your username and password, and races from there. Seeing the functionality, very small device without having to replace. That's either at your office or at home. Again, I hope to hear from you very soon.